dug an entrance out into North Gustaberg one day and surprised the heck out of the Bastokian security forces, because for the most part goblins are bad guys, and to have a whole city of them right on your doorstep is nerve-wracking at best. Now, we won't be going into Movopolis today because it's a different region, and it's a very high-level region. So just remember that it's here, and we'll visit it another time. Now, just like South Gustaberg and Vomp Hill, Zegem Hill is climbable. It's actually a bit taller than Vomp Hill, though, and I think. Maybe it's about the same height, about 3 levels. And on top of Zegem Hill, there is a monument. So if you want to play tourist, there's something up there for you to see. Have more quad. Now, the monster population in North Gustaberg is much like the monster population in South Gustaberg. They have pretty much the same monsters. Both are newbie areas for Bastok, and pretty much as a rule, the 3 starting cities each have 2 newbie areas that are nearly identically populated. I could not tell you if this area has a notorious monster. If it does, I don't know what it is. More stone eaters. We're about to cross a bridge here. There is a river that runs from Zegem Hill down into down through the zone into Dangraf Wadi. Actually, I wanted to show you the waterfall. So let me run this way. Now, the Gaka are an interesting species. They're one of the weird ones here in the game. There are actually no female Gaka, and being that all the races, it was revealed that all the races have a common ancestry. So it's kind of curious what happened to the female Gaka. The Gaka aren't really talking about it, and they reproduce through some kind of reincarnation ceremony. So they get along just fine without the females, but I'm left to wonder that perhaps they existed at one point and something happened to them. Okay, this is the divide between Upper North Gustaberg and Lower North Gustaberg, and now you see why I called it that. I'll show you a look at the map again. I'm currently standing right at the top of the Dragon's Fall, and unfortunately from Upper North Gustaberg, the only convenient way to get down is to run to South Gustaberg and then around and back up to North Gustaberg. There is another way to do it, but in order to use that method, requires the Wings of the Goddess expansion. So I'll leave it at that for now. So we'll run to the east, and then we'll check out Palsborough Mines. And we'll run through Palsborough Mines, and we'll check out this region's Burning Circle. Now, we'll also be examining how to do mining if you're interested in becoming a smith or just want to collect resources to sell for some extra cash. I'll be showing you how to do that. But for now, I'm just going to cut a bit so that we can just quickly get over to Palsborough Mines. Back shortly. Okay, we're back after a couple-minute run, cut for brevity. Now, we're nearing the entrance to the mines. Let me show you the map again. We're way up here in the north end of the zone. Now, this mine was originally dug by the Humies and Gaka of Bastok. However, they dug a little bit too deep, and they dug a little bit too greedy. And rather than draw parallels to what they found in Lord of the Rings, we'll just say that they stumbled upon some eggs that they shouldn't have. And in a furious response, the Quada struck like a bolt of lightning and drove them all out. So the Quadev are now firmly in control of these mines. The mines were originally dug, though, being that the Bastakians were running out of good mineral resources from their own home territory. So they dug these mines to try and get some additional revenue streams in to replace dwindling supplies, and now they're kind of in a bind. Here we are in the mines. Now the mines here are several levels. We're actually, even though this is the entrance and the mines kind of go down from here, we're not actually at the top of the mines. There's some a little bit higher, which we'll be getting to. Some of the mine areas have collapsed tunnels, so in some cases we'll have to take some roundabout paths to get through. This area, of course, has Quadev. It has pit hares, as you can see, which are rarib type creatures. It has worm creatures. It has fungar, which we haven't seen yet. Those are sort of like a cross between frogs and mushrooms. And it has scorpion creatures, which look very different from our own homegrown Earth terrestrial scorpions. I'll show you one if I can. But for now, we have a lot of running to get to the bottom of the mines. Or in our case, actually the top of the mines. Let me show you this section of the map before we exit it. Over here is the entrance to North Gustaberg. We've actually run around this way, and we're going to run up here to the north a little bit more. There's a river that runs through the mines. Here's a section of it right here, and this is important to note for people who potentially want to become Dark Knights. You're going to need to find a specific section of the river and take a boat on it. In some of the old areas, climbing up steps can be a little bit awkward, but kind of got used to the trick here so that I don't get hung up on any steps. Here we go. We should be coming up on a potential mining point shortly. Now, there are, I say potential mining points because all the spawning points for mining points are known, and I actually have them mapped out. Let me see if I can show you some. As you can see, all these pink dots on the map are potential mining points, but that doesn't mean per se that anytime I go see one of them, there'll be a mining point there. They jump around a lot in order to prevent people from monopolizing spawns. By the time you hit a mining point a couple times, it may disappear, and then you'll have to go find another. And that gives other people a chance to find them as well. Now, in this game, mining picks are consumable items. You aren't guaranteed to lose one whenever you hit a mining point, but it's possible. So whenever you go mining, it's recommended to have at least 2 stacks of picks, so that as you run out, you'll perhaps fill up your inventory of ores by the time you run out of picks. Now I just passed, here's passing the second possible point on my map for a mining point, and as you can see, I haven't seen one yet. There's a beetle creature. They're also present here in the mines. Ought to be coming up on the third possible spawning area for a mining point here in just a moment. It's right here on that spot right there, and I see that it's not spawned in, so let's keep going and try and find one. Check the map. We have 2 more possible